Hi, it's Mike from Vox Political here yet again. Still banging on about benefits because I think there's going to be a big announcement this week about changes to the benefit system. So if you think I'm right to say what I'm about to, please like, comment and subscribe afterwards. Let's get straight into it. An angry Rachel Reeves lied when tackled on her cruel benefits policy on a Sunday morning politics programme. She was challenged by Trevor Phillips on Sky News. He wanted to know why she was happy to listen to rich non-doms and change Labour government policy to give them more money, but not to listen to, for example, disabled benefit claimants from whom she is planning to steal something like £8 billion. See for yourself. Here's the bit about non-doms.
It's a basic principle for me that if you make Britain your home, you should pay your taxes here. And under Labour, you will. Even the previous government, the Conservatives,
but not as much as you said they would.
No, that's not true. No, Trevor, we haven't changed any expectations about the amount of money we're going to bring in. What we've made some changes to this week is something called the Temporary Repatriation Facility, which means that very wealthy people in this country can bring money in from overseas without paying punitive tax
rates. Which is not what you were going to do before.
Well, no, we're raising exactly the same amount of money that we set out in the budget. We're getting rid of the concept of non-domicile in the tax system so that if you make Britain your home, you pay your taxes here. But we also want to be a welcoming place.
So if I may just be clear about this. So you're saying, all those people say this is a watering down because 11,000 millionaires have left the country. You're saying it's not a watering down at all. It's just as tough as it was before.
Well, yeah.
You said at Davos you'd listen to what you call the non-dom community and you're changing things. Are you changing or not?
Yes, what we're doing is making it easier for people to bring money in from overseas to the UK without facing punitive tax rates, because we want Britain to be a place that's bringing in inward investment. So this, under these changes, we're still getting rid of the concept of non-domicile in the tax system. If you make Britain your home, you'll pay your taxes here. The changes we're making is if you're bringing in money from overseas, you won't be hit, as you are today, with punitive tax rates.
I tell you why this matters. It's not nitpicking. You are making a change in response to what you would say is the complaints from that community. Since you came to office, you imposed 40 billion quid's worth of taxes. You told farmers they'd have to pay more inheritance tax, and you took away the winter fuel allowance. You can see that this week, people watching you in Davos amongst all these millionaires, and you saying, well, I've listened to this community, are wondering why you can't listen to the farmers.
Now, what should demean a change when discussing disabled people?
This concession, let's call it that, to non-doms contrasts with what you're doing to other people. And this morning, you've now written that you're going to tackle the spiralling benefits bill by taking away people's driving licenses, getting people off the stick. Now, this may be justified, but many working people will think that non-doms get sympathy and people on welfare get tough love.
This is about tackling fraud in the benefit system, and quite right too. If people aren't entitled to benefits, they shouldn't be getting them. And at the moment, we waste billions of pounds as a country every year in giving money to people who aren't entitled to it. And what we're saying is if you're ripping off the state and ripping off other taxpayers, we will take money directly out of your bank account and you risk losing your driving licence. So proper penalties for people who frankly, are getting money that they are not entitled to, and we'll crack down on that. By the end of the forecast period, we're going to be raising more than £4 billion a year by cracking down on fraud and error. For too long, this has gone unchecked. And I think most working people would say, absolutely spot on. I don't want to pay my tax to subsidise somebody who's not entitled to support.
This is about tackling fraud in the benefits system, she snapped. There's just one problem. There is no fraud in the disability benefit system. The most recent recorded rate of fraud for personal independence payment was 0.0%. So, either she's incompetent and does not know the most important facts about this subject, or she was lying. Which of those do you think it was? Of course, Labour is planning to change the criteria by which a person's right to disability benefits is judged, but that's not the same as tackling fraud. It's pretending that a person who is disabled is lying about it. And that's about as snake belly in the mud low as any politician can go, lying about what makes a person disabled in order to starve the most vulnerable people in the country. Reeves really has disgraced herself and everybody in her party with those few ill-chosen words. That's all for this particular post. Please like, comment and subscribe, and you can see me, as ever, in the next one.